Okay, so today we are going over Chapter 9, or part of it at least. What is a mole? Convert moles to mass and mass to atoms. So these are kind of simple topics, but I'm going to be going into depth with them. Okay, so first we have what is a mole. So we can look at a dozen to kind of help us. There's a crow, I'm sorry. So a dozen, we all know, is 12. So if you have a dozen of donuts, you have 12 donuts. If you have a dozen of blankets, you have 12 blankets. The mole is the exact same thing. It's just the number is just huge. 10 to the 23rd. That's the number. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. So if you had a mole of, I don't know, books, you'd have a ton of books. So, yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. And that is Avogadro's number, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Okay, let's erase that. And next one, convert moles to mass. So we can look at this with a problem. Drag that up here. And we can see over here, calculate the mass in grams of 0.0450 moles of chromium. Cr is chromium. So first, we can kind of look at a real-world example. Say you have like 9 apples, and each one is worth 80 grams. So all you'd have to do is multiply 9 times 80 grams per apple, and you get 720 grams. So that is just the same thing, it's just with complicating numbers. That's it. So first we need to find the molar mass of chromium because we don't know that yet. So through calculations I did before, we know that it's 52 grams per mole. So we can write out 0.045 moles of chromium, multiply that, and I'm going to put moles on the bottom so they cancel out. So 1 mole, 52 grams per mole, and cross that, we would get 2.34 grams of chromium. So that is the mass in grams of chromium we just found. Okay, next problem. So all you have to do to convert moles to mass is just find the molar mass. That's kind of it. So next problem is over here, converting mass to atoms. So we'll do another apple example. Say you had 31.1 grams of apples, and someone asked how many atoms are in there, and we don't really know because we don't know how many atoms are in 1 gram of apple. I mean, yeah. So first we need to convert mass to moles, and that's what we just did in just reversed order. So we find we are given the mass is 31.1 grams of gold, and the molar mass we found before, and it is 196.97 grams per mole. So all we have to do, multiply 31.1 grams times 1 mole over 196.97. I put grams on the bottom so they cross out, and we get 0.158 moles. Sorry, I'm running out of room. Okay, so that is how many moles we have. We found that. So now we have to convert, moles to atoms. I'm gonna make more space here. Remember 0.158. We'll do a different color. Okay. Whoops, that wasn't a different color. Okay, so moles to atoms now. So we can take the moles, 1.58 moles, multiply that by the number of atoms in each mole. We found that before, I was talking about that before, with Avogadro's number. So that's where it comes into play. So 1 mole, remember I was talking about how if you have a mole of something, you have 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd power of something. So in this case, it is atoms. And multiply those cross, we get 9.51 times 10 to the 22nd atoms of gold. Okay, so as a quick overview, we converted mass to moles using this of gold. From the moles, we converted moles over here to atoms over here. So it's kind of just an easy step process and requires practice. So thank you for listening.